I'm Bobby Laenen. I'm an actor and a stuntman, local to Detroit area, and I'm good friends with Dylan Sides, who brought me on the project originally. And today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the stunt work and the stunt coordination and everything we kind of did on the film. So when we started the production, I got a call from Dylan Sides, and he says, "Bobby, we've worked together. We're doing a mask film. Would you want to be involved? Do stunts and stunt coordination and whatever else on set?" I said, "Absolutely, let's go for it." So while they were finishing up the beach scene, we had another set. We were going to location 2. So he says, "We have a car parked in a parking lot. The mask is going to meet up with these goons, and the first confrontation is between the mask and TikTok." And he says, "I want TikTok to fly over the hood of the car when the mask throws it," realizing that the mask now has super strength all of a sudden. So I kind of racked my brain a little bit about how we were going to do a cable pull, to kind of fling TikTok over the vehicle. So in a normal situation, you would have cranes and multiple wires to kind of eject TikTok up and then backwards over the car. Well, we didn't really have the means to pull all this equipment in, so what we did is, on location where we shot this scene, there was a forest behind there with a bunch of really tall trees, and they were all in great shape. And first time I walked on set, I looked around and I said, "Okay, I think we might be able to make this work with a really long cable, and we'll just do a reverse pull." So I ran a pulley up into one of the trees, climbed the tree, wired up a pulley at about the right trajectory for TikTok to fly up and over the hood, giving a little bit of upward and backward momentum. So the big thing was, how was I going to double TikTok? That was the other thing. So Amar Nemo, who played TikTok, is a little bit bigger than myself, had a full beard, he's very Italian. So we kind of, the doubling kind of hung in the balance of how I was going to look as much as I could like him. Well, Tracy No, who is the special effects director, makeup effects artist, he didn't really have too much hair dye or anything at his disposal, so he says, "What can we do to make you look like him?" So I grabbed a can of spray paint that I was coloring the cable with, and we ended up spray painting my hair, as well as adding the best fake beard that we could to match Amar Nemo's beard at the time. So I walked out with a head full of black spray paint, threw on my harness and a back pad, and I had Peter Harold, who was my second assistant stunt coordinator, helping me out through the rigging and the setup and all the stunt planning. And then him and Michael Haas ended up being my cable pullers. So we had to go through the stunt and choreograph with Lance Kawas how we were going to time the shot. We had a steady cam coming from behind the hood at the same time I was being thrown. So you're going to have a reverse type of throw shot.
Action. 1, 2, 3.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to replace our mark.
You know what they say, you make me look good, brother. You make me look good.
So after about 5 or 6 rehearsals, Lance kind of picturing what he wanted to see, Greg Johnson, the Steadicam operator, all working together. I think it was the 3rd or 4th real take, flying across the hood, that it ended up blending seamlessly. So after I flew over the hood, we do another cable pull where I run around the front of the car and then blend this with Amar Nemo. So we ended up denting the side of the car previous to the stunt because it's such a whip pan shot of him flying into the car. So there's 2 simultaneous cable pulls in this shot. One pull over the hood, and then when I run around to the front of the car, they re-taut the line, and then the mask throws me into the door. So it was 2 cable pulls at once that both ended up working out seamlessly, and somehow I blended really well with Amar Nemo. So, stunt double 101.